Hey guys, welcome back to Tauntaun's Tactics, where we're looking at source videos and then implementing the content from those videos into Door Kickers 2. The first source video that we looked at was some army flashcards, and now we're on to the second, which is urban combat room breaching and clearing from the military history visualized channel. Guys, this introduced us to some sorely needed tactics and equipment. We now have a lot more to work with than just dynamic entry. So we've got more equipment to work with now, insofar as flashbangs, grenades, breaching charges, dynamic hammers, grenade launchers for breaching purposes, as well as some tactics such as surprise, speed, security, and shock. So there are 4 elements that we can now employ into our breaching and clearing methods. So, as per the video, there are 9 soldiers that we're going to be working with. So let's get rid of these ones and make sure we're getting the right guys. So what have we got? We'll have Rifleman, Fire Team 1, Team Leader, Support at the back, and then a Grenadier. We've also got our Squad Leader coming in there, Rifleman, Fire Team 2, Team Leader, Fire Team 2, Grenadier, Fire Team 2, and Support Gunner for Fire Team 2. So those elements haven't changed since the last video. They've all got the same equipment. And again, Fire Team 1 will be our clearing team. Fire Team 2 will be on external security. So let's have a look at the map and see how we're going to execute this. Again, one entry point. So this game, when it generates maps, it doesn't like to have multiple doorways. So we've got one way in, but now that we have access to wall charges, we should be able to make our own, which I'm thinking we will. Right there. So to establish that, we're going to want to establish security down here. That looks like a little meeting area. If that's the case, we're going to set up a fire team to basically just become a whole wall of lead into that area. We don't want to bring them all in straight to a stack and then have all these guys not have a shot because the rifleman is the only gun in that fight. So we're going to set them up as a wall. We're going to move Fire Team 2 into position to take security down here, particularly seeing as that is the only doorway. If we get into contact here, people are going to retaliate. Reinforcements will come from there, so we're going to want a really strong bit of security there. So before we jump into it, definitely go check out that source video if you haven't already. If you have, let's get going, see how we go. Alrighty, first things first, I'm going to want to get these guys to move pretty well simultaneously, so let's get everyone into position where we can do that so that everyone's caught up. Let's get that going. Okay, wonderful. Let's get these guys in. Like I said, they're going to be focused on that little mess. The way I kind of like to think of this, guys, is before you go on any sort of real world mission with the military, there's a whole lot of reconnaissance and meetings and discussions on the best plan of attack, and most people, you know, all leaders are made aware of the plan, and those leaders will pass that information on. So you end up trying to have the best possible information going in. So I treat this as we've received a satellite photo of our target building. We know the floor plan, so we know where the doors are. We've rehearsed it. We're aware going in that this area could be used as sort of, you know, morning tea, a smoko break, having catch up in the corner. So we're aware that that's going to be a threat. We're going to treat that as the threshold. So the moment our gunner crosses that line, we're going to start to mobilize Fire Team 2. Yep, and look at that. So, and I got caught up in that and I forgot about this. Let's quickly do that. That was dumb. Let's get him just immediately engaging and crossing. Grenadier is going to do the same. Team leader. Grenadier is going to come and set up here on the corner. He's not going to have much of an angle, but our gunner will. We'll make sure he's got the ability to fire quite a lot while these guys take care of that. We're going to leave squad leader there. He's got a little bit of a... let's see if we can get him a better angle on this doorway. Right, squad leader was able to take him out. We've established that long security. These guys have now taken care of the coffee club. And we're good. We're probably in a much better position now to keep our eyes down here. I'm going to move the squad leader out. I'm going to get him to peek to check that in all of this we didn't miss someone crossing over this way. And once that's done, we're going to get him to come up, keeping focus down there though. While most of the team holds that security there, team leader is going to come up and establish that breaching charge. We are going to make entry there. We can't really form a super effective stack because we're exposed here and we've got our guys bunched up here. That's okay. As soon as they're in, we're gonna shift focus. That's all clear. So yeah, let's shift focus then. Pretty much immediately. Okay. Yep. That's fine. Move back. So we've got those guys set up. Here we go. A little bit of contact there. Breach. Rifleman straight in. Path of least resistance. Gonna go across up to that threshold. Maybe stop there. So check that corner, which looks like it's already clear, and then shift focus in there, followed by team leader's going to come in, quick check of that corner, and then straight back to this doorway. Grenadier seems to still be somewhat effective. That's kind of irrelevant now. So let's get that, because we want to get these guys in. This is our fire team. This is for clearing. This is what we want to do. So let's get those guys in. As soon as they're through, we're going to play with these guys and make sure they've got security set up. So team leader is going to focus on this and push out a little bit wider. Rifleman's going to focus deep, come straight along the wall. Our gunner is going to fall in to here because we want him to have the most view. Correction, let's fix that up. Let's go this way for him. Let's move up, get a grenade into there. Let's get our rifleman into here. Grenadier can follow him, and the gun will stay put. Okay, let's get rid of these because they're always a nuisance. We've done a pretty good job of clearing this little bit. I don't think there's no way someone's going to be right there. We'll do a double check just to be sure. Better be safe than sorry. We're going to flow straight into this room. I'm also going to be a little bit more deliberate, guys, with how people are flowing in through the doors, just because in previous videos you'll notice that they're all kind of bunching up and it's not going super smoothly. So we're going to want to avoid that as much as we can. Okay, great. These guys are almost out of a job as far as this window is concerned. But actually we're going to keep looking at this layout. We've got the potential for people to come in through here. So what we might do is shift our team leader over, give him a new point of focus on this door to check no one's following through, and I'm going to send this whole team to clear this out first. So let's do that. Rifleman's going to cross over, come straight into that corner. This isn't great, this threshold, so let's get a frag in there. And we'll give everyone an alpha command to do that. So before they move, we're going to make sure that grenade's gone out. Okay. See, we still mess up that timing. Man, it gets tricky. So good thing we've got that security there. He can lock that door down. We've got pretty good standoff, which isn't a concept we've really been introduced to yet with our source videos, but standoff is just when we've kind of got that distance, we can use that distance to our advantage. He's not standing right in this doorway. If he was standing right there, I wouldn't have one guy covering this door. Because we've got the distance, we can kind of use that to our advantage. Again, we want to prep this room. We're in a completely hostile environment, which is great. It means that we can do stuff like this, where we can use frag grenades into buildings. Don't want to be standing next to a window. Okay. The moment he comes around the corner, I'm focusing on that for a while because that's a lot of dead space. And then maybe here we can transition to the rest of the room. Whereas our gunner can just come straight in and focus on the center. Going too far there. Okay. No, it's all clear, but we still want to be doing that anyway. So that was that had a really high chance of being a problem, that little corner. Ideally, we probably should have gone for that first then, but either way, live and learn. Let's get our stack formed back up on this door. Let's get rid of all of these because they irritate me when they don't work as they should. Now normally we wouldn't stay in this doorway, but we've cleared it, so we know we're okay. Getting my G's mixed up, guys. Gunner and Grenadier. Okay, because he's got the equipment to spare. Okay, I don't understand how I've done that, but needless to say, mistakes have been made. So we're going to get our Grenadier, is going to become the number 2 man. That's okay. Team leader is going to follow our rifleman as number 3, focusing on that doorway. And our gunner is going to come in. I'm not too worried about this. We don't seem to have had much contact. We seem to be okay. Could have given that a couple more seconds to develop, and we wouldn't have had that issue where our rifleman gets injured. Let's not overcommit. That would be a mistake. Okay, and we'll get our gunner in as well. Are we back in order? No. Not a massive fan of what's going on here, guys. We've got too much kind of going on with having another room here, plus this, because they're two areas of quite substantial threat. Let's get a flash, actually. Yep, hopefully he can do this a little bit quicker. No. We're not going to want to go much more than that. See, this is where it's going to get really messy. Because we've got this doorway here, this doorway here. We know that's going to be open. This is already open. Well, whoa, what are you doing? Get back. Unbelievable. That room's clear. Alrighty, guys. I'm getting a little bit messy here. This isn't great tactics. It's getting a little bit confusing, I must admit, having all of this going on. But that's right. See how we go. Continue to follow the principles of the video. Let's prep the rooms before we enter, and when we do enter, making sure it's dynamic as possible. We're going to get our rifleman to lead instead of the gunner. Grenadier can come through. They're not going to be standing on that, so we're going to get him to focus straight away. Followed by team leader. It's going to come in and focus on that, and then shift focus to that doorway. But stop there instead. Get the gunner in the room. Okay, we're going to use these guys as a two-man element. Great. Let's just halt everything for him. Okay, Grenadier up. another flashbang into here. Okay. Let's give that another alpha command. There we go. Okay, definitely got messy there. Definitely messy towards the end here. We just didn't have really good areas of domination in this, basically from like there down. Once we're in here and we could establish a little bit better, we did. But in here, it was kind of like you had the choice of being in that corner, this corner, crossing a funnel we had no idea about, getting in here, avoiding obstacles, then dealing with this. Just not a lot of room right here for a 4-man element to come in. But either way, we've been successful. Let's check health. Health is fine. We've got injured, low on ammunition, so I need to keep on top of that again. Grenadier is fine. Team leader is injured again, normally, except for where it got a little bit confused up here. These are the first two guys through the door, so again, we're expecting them to get injured. That's just an unfortunate reality of it. Squad leader's fine. I think everyone up here was okay. Yep. And we had team leader there do some really good work. Alrighty guys, that's it for this video. We've got one more on the source video of urban combat and room breaching and clearing. Hopefully you're enjoying the content. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and if you have any suggestions or any videos you want me to look at, feel free to drop it in the comments. Alrighty guys, thanks very much.